Burnley have run away with the championship title. Sheffield United have come a little bit close with Paul Heckingbottom. Luton have been amazing with Rob Edwards. And then there's Michael Carrick, working wonders at Middlesbrough. I say this because Middlesbrough were in the relegation zone very, very early on in this season, and then Carrick came in, replacing Wilder, who's struggling at Watford right now. Ex-Manchester United Michael Carrick, must you add, and he's never had a management role before. Come over to Middlesbrough and been just a revolutionary character. As here he is in game, we've made him. He's got the Pep Guardiola cardigan kind of on. Tried to make it a bit realistic to him. And yes, we want to rebuild his career like usual, taking this man all the way from his first managerial role, not to his last, but to the one where he wins the Champions League. The rules are simple in this save. If you haven't seen one before, we're changing them anyway. We've got to lift the Champions League title to end the save over. We've also got to have one other trophy at least in the bank. And then if we're below the top domestic league in whichever country we're in, we can make no free signings. If we're in the top one. If we're below it, we can make 2. Hopefully I've made that graphic a little bit simpler right there on screen. Now, don't speak too good. We've got to find Boro anyway and put him in charge. This did come from a comment suggestion. If you do want to try and get your suggestions down below, you might be the next team we do, but make sure you subscribe to get chosen. Here are Boro. Right, 11 million in the bank. We've got high domestic success and all that. Ooh. Interesting. I'm very excited for this one. Here he is getting reintroduced, of course, being introduced in real life as the #1, the manager, numero uno. Welcome, Carrick. Now, the first thing we always do when we get to a club is check the objectives. We'll do that first before his academy. They want 3 players younger than 20. They want a player from different positions, a veteran player in, getting automatic promotion with a round of 16. And then financial earnings. Pretty straightforward. As a manager, we've got to try and complete these. As have we got a decent academy player? Not really. Ellis Peacock looks decent. Can we change his position to make him better? Maybe. Ooh. It could have been like a good DM maybe. Or centre-back. I'm going to try him at centre-back. Looks like a bit of an all-over player. But he's going to stay in the academy, as we've got to look at his actual team. Here it is. Needs definitely shuffling up a little bit. We're very good in terms of striking and shot saving. Zach Steffen looks amazing from Manchester City. He's only on loan though. And Chupa Apcom. Chupa. Get on the train. One player we're definitely going to replace though is Hackney. Yes, he's coming through in real life at the age of 20, but his next Scunthorpe United player. Can't be having him. And a welcome to the club from the new captain I've appointed straight away, Dale Fry. Thank you, Dale. Let's get to business. Oh my, we've got a lot out actually. These are out, so that's actually decent because we get them back. Josh Corbin looks very decent. I'm wondering where he is. Same with Matthew Hope. And Martin Pereiro. It looks like it hasn't worked out for him here, but I do want to try and make him a mainstay in the team if we're still at Middlesbrough next season. We can move. Hayden Coulson's potential's gone down. Okay, we've got players on loan at us like Giles, Archer Muniz, I think Stefan and Mowat, yes, and Aaron Ramsey. So the 2 positions, I think I'm going to fill up straight away before our first game of the season. The left back position is amazing now with Brandon Williams. Yes, Michael Carrick, of course. I love to make the managers contact their ex-clubs to get players, and Brandon Williams at 21-year-old, 73 rated, fills straight in our defence for a steal. 3.5 million. As we also get an offer in for Chupa. Absolutely no chance. Chupa Apcom goes nowhere out of this team. As we're flying through this season as well, here he is. Here is the winger that we needed, the veteran player coming from Scotland, James Forrest, for 1.5 million. A steal. An absolute steal. Yes, he's not that tall, but he's that winger that we need whipping balls in to Chupa. As we have our first game of the season as well. Luton Town, the team I did mention. Funnily enough, though, we're not going to be playing this one. We're going to sim the first game. And Mr. Crooks, love you, mate. Boro on top. Very happy with that. As one of the weirdest moves in football goes ahead, though. Tommy Smith, the veteran, going on loan to Hoffenheim. Now, Why? No one else will be leaving. No one else will be joining. I just hope all the loan players don't pile out, you know, halfway through the season when they decide to. Got a very attacking right-hand side of the right wing-back and right winger. But I really do trust this team to get their business done. Its defence is superb. Its midfield good. And the striker is the best in the league, in my opinion. And did we survive the loanies leaving? I haven't checked. I've just been praised by Fry and Hackney. Oh, there's a few. Right. Muniz, Archer, Jaya. Oh, that's it. Okay, so we've still got the likes of Zach Steffen, Alex Moat. I'm happy with that. Aaron Ramsey. Even Forrest, who's old now, is increasing in rating. A lot of increases. Very nice to see. Our defence looks extremely strong for the championship, and our league position should reflect. I'm praying. Yes, 5th in the league. Okay, so it's not automatics, but 5th in the league is perfect. 7 defeats is a lot. We should be one of them teams on 4. Striving for perfection, but when I look at them 4 teams above us, they're all ex-Premier League. Burnley and Sheffield United running away, understandably so. It's just that we need to win these playoffs if we are going to finish in them. I want promotion badly. Speaking of Burnley, we've got them in the FA Cup. I want to see who we've got in the Carabao. Are we still in it? No. We went out. Where did we go out? 2-1 to Swansea City in our league. Luton Town also beating Grimsby. Didn't happen in real life though, did it? Sign the veteran and our financial is slowly going up. I love to see that. As youth development we've not actually worked on. I think Peacock's now 69 rated. I'm going to hold out on him because I don't want to put him in the team and not have him play. And of course we can't. Oh, actually we could loan him out this season. Mallorca take him straight away on a 6-month loan deal. That is absolutely perfect. And with 5 million left in the bank, is that enough for Carrick to steal one more player? As here is the last man. Slightly overpaid, but I wanted him in. Tengsted. We've got Archer and Muniz, who's left now, who would on loan. So a 22-year-old, 69 rated to back up Apcom, keep him on his toes, is brilliant. He's took the sporadic role, and he will see us out till the end of the season, where hopefully it's automatics or playoff football. Will it be the playoffs? Or will it be automatic? Next season, whatever happens, is going to be a struggle. If we're in the division above, all us loanees leave. If we're in this division, all us loanees leave. What will it be? Do we have games left? We do. We have Burnley in the semi-finals. Sheffield United and Blackburn, us and Burnley. That means they both bottled the automatic slots that went to Watford and Norwich City. We just scraped playoffs. Oh dear. Burnley were 10 points above us. We beat Stoke to it by 2 points. Right, we've got to get promoted because 6th position in this league ain't good enough. How did we do in the FA Cup? Manchester City won it. Where did we go out? We made it quite far, didn't we? Yeah, round 5, which is the round of 16. 4-1 to the ex-team Manchester United. Interesting, as City do the domestic double as well. We won't jinx it by looking at our scorers just yet. We'll go through the playoffs, then check them out. Just saw United won the Europa League as well, as the first leg is a 1-1 draw. Dan Barlaser with our goal. Come on, we beat them in a second leg though. They've got Kwame and Brownhill pushed forward by Vincent Kompany. 3-0. 3-0 at Turf Moor. Hadji, Brownhill and Matson. It is Burnley season. Get rid of them. Take them to the Premier League. They're too good. And we have to rebuild again in the Championship still. That makes our season bittersweet. We've got a big rebuild job on his hands actually. As where are the stats? Here they are. Of course it's Chupa Chupa Chu, who is a permanent player still at the club, scoring the most. And then Forrest having a big impact when we brought him into Middlesbrough. 16 goals, 8 assists. Moat's done well. Crooks. Barlaser's been better than I thought, but still, no promotion. We get rid of the loanies next season and we truly rebuild this squad as Carricks. I hope second season syndrome's not a bad thing. What do we have to check? We have to check these objectives again. Youth Academy still going. Sell 3 players. I mean, we've lost so many on loan. And then automatic promotion again. Board will probably be stricter this time. Team that I showed you plus 16 million to get spending on some really big Championship world beaters. I talked about players leaving, but we've got some back. Pereiro, like I said, I want to use him. We should have some players back on the bench. Yeah, Peacock now. really good rating-wise. He is a physical boy. And a lot of players in these reserves, including Stade, who are going to get on the bench with force. Some good backup options, but a midfielder is probably what we need to be the backup, or even a first-teamer, and maybe potentially a bench crux. One player we'll lose at the end of the season is Johnny Howson, who will retire. Forest still going, but good luck to the ex-captain. We do lose a big player as well here, with Peacock, with Lenihan on the bench, Fry, and there's someone else I'm really missing, McNair. Matt Clark has absolutely no room in this squad. And one position you probably saw that needed replacing, but I actually didn't speak about it, was goalkeeper. Solonia, the goalkeeper who was in the MLS. He's actually transferred to Chelsea. Get a better look at him here. And he comes for 2.6 million. He's lower rated than Lumley, but I do want this guy in the team at 19-year-old. And when we're on Operation Promotion, we've got to start off with a win. Johnny Howson playing furthest forward. We do need a cam. And it's cost us kind of, because we didn't score enough goals. 1-1 draw. And finally, we make a signing. The failed Sampdoria Englishman. Apologies to the man, that sounded like a dig. But Harry Winks, Michael Carrick-esque, of course, not as good as Carrick. Sorry, Winks. But he's good enough for the championship. More than good enough to seal promotion. He cost us 7 million, and now Pereiro goes forward. Now, this team looks phenomenal. Get Solonia up ratings a couple. And probably Forrest is on his way out with his fitness and, well, his sharpness. And, of course, his age. So, that is the team that I think I'm going to play for the first half of the season. If we're not in the promotion chase, then I don't know how to think about it. We're in the playoff chase. I mean, Fulham and Brentford's going to go up. But all them teams in the playoffs, if we get into them, definitely look beatable in my eyes. So I'm going to remain calm. I just hope some of us players don't jump ship straight away. We've got a very nicely rated team. I'd just love it if nothing disturbed that. As one player out, literally on the day the bid came in, or just the day after, is Darragh Lenihan going to Fulham. He couldn't wait to jump ship. And Marcus Fors as well. I think he's going to the Danish league. No one wants to play for Boro. I mean, it's made the money the board wanted. How much have we actually got in the bank? 12 million. We've got to sign someone to save this season, surely. And there is the loss of Oscar Atkinson on loan. We are bringing a winger in. I think that's the position I'm going for. Here he is, and he will be wonderful. He's got an in-game face, and he's been in this league before, I'm pretty sure. Anwar El Igazi was with them at Villa. We've signed him from PSV Eindhoven for 4 million. He's knocking on a little bit, but he's still younger than Forrest. In the team with a bang. In this team that should bang the league. The team's good enough. It actually is. The goalkeeper position's meh, but is improving. As we do get players right, that gives the redemption arc availability to happen. Luton Town, Sheffield United's the only team I think we could actually struggle against. I hope they don't make the final and we have Coventry. As we did finish third as well, so we finished top of them. Brentford and Fulham. No way we're chasing them. But there was 1 point in all of the playoff games. That tells me this isn't going to be a walkover at all for any side. But the first leg. Come on. We win at Kenilworth Road. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. El Igazi and Akpom even. I can't even say it. But we're into the championship playoff final. Wembley is amongst us. Harry Winks and El Igazi again. Brought him in to get promoted, and he's doing that with the team. With Campbell getting one for them, the Scotsman. But where? The one's flying. And Forrest is actually top scorer. The player who's been replaced. 20 goals. And Akpom with 19. Almost 80 rated now. McGreen double figures for both. He's just a wonder kid. Pereiro should be off. Pereiro. But it's not worked out. Brandon Williams is still here, surprisingly so. And Harry Winks has played well. The third top assister. I expected more out of him when I brought him. But honestly, this next game's so pivotal. I think it's win and maybe keep the job. Maybe. Lose and we're definitely sacked. So here we go. It is the red and white finale. The Blades versus the Boro. And the Boro should come out on top. We go out there and we win this. However, it is the Blades starting off with. They're a decent team. I'm surprised that they're actually still in this division after last season. Shot comes in. Gotta tackle it on Bogle if we can, but no. Bossier. Sheffield United with their attack. And the Blades strikers. That's into Koika Solonia. A terrific save to keep us in it into extra time. But we've got the counter-attack. This could be a penalty shootout game at Wembley. Let's try and stop it from being so, though, shall we? Harry Winks. That's a good ball on. Chupa Apcom. He's just got one man to beat. Ball rolls inside. Chupa Apcom is bobbling about. And Chupa with the shot into the bottom corner to beat the Blades keeper. We may do it anyway before the penalty shootout. Chupa Apcom. Come on. A big goal for Boro in the final. Whistle follows. Yes. Michael Carrick may keep his Boro job. Get the trophy in the cabinet. We've won it. We have won this trophy. Come on. A brilliant season overall, all round. Amazing from our boys. It wasn't the way we wanted it, but when you don't get automatics and you go from the playoffs, it's just sweeter. We strived hard for this, and Harry Winks is going to be the man to lift it. It's a shame it's in the away kit, but get in there, Winksy. You'll be with us in the Premier League. If we survive to the Premier League. So Premier League football with Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough, and I'm very excited. Some experienced heads in this division like Winks, El Igazi, McNair, and even Brandon Williams. Chupa Apcom was at Arsenal, but no, that's a bit of a stretch. A lot of players to re-sign, however, and that's a bad thing when you're in the Prem, because they demand so much more. We've got 2 players retiring as well, Forrest and Smith. Jones just doesn't want to sign yet. 45 million's a decent amount, but is it enough to stay in the Prem? The board thinks so, with the avoid relegation success rate kind of judgment thing. 3 cup wins, a crucial midfielder, players like that, and making profit. I think it's a goalkeeper we need. Solonia's good, but he's not Prem quality. As we start off with a sensationally weird move, however, Matthew Hopp's going on loan to Monaco. That's because we have 2 new players coming in, including our crucial midfielder. Here he is. I gave him the crucial role. Alex Scott of Bristol City. Now we're a Prem team with Stoll, who just undoubtedly is one of the upcoming wonder kids in world football. What a player. As we also get the goalkeeper in that we needed. He's coming over from Spain to inflict Premier League pain. Dimitrovic, the backup to Bono over at Seville. So we've gone and got him. I think he's Serbian, but he's a shot stopper, that's for sure. 6 million. And our first game of the season, West Ham United. Interesting for Carrick's tester. Come on. What's it gonna be? A draw, which is sensible. Sane, McTominay off. Eligazi with the goal. There goes Hayden Coulson as well. Copenhagen is destination, and loads of business going on. Here is another midfielder for us. Cole Bassett of Colorado Rapids on a cheap. An attacking midfielder. Finally an out-and-out one. But he is not the only one. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Carrick has done his shopping in America. I feel like we only have Chupa at the club as a striker. We did sign Tengsted, so we needed more attacking midfielders. 2, we've got Charles Gill into the club from... He's from New England, and he's new into this Middlesbrough midfield. He's the joint highest. Yeah, the 4th joint highest now, because we've improved the squad magnificently. Scott, Dimitrovic, Gill, and Bassett. I am very excited to see how this season goes. Didn't even mention the rivalry we have with Newcastle and kind of Man United now, because this is the old club. Hey, ooh, a lot of defeats, but only 1 draw and 7 wins sees us sitting 13th in the table. Mid-table is decent for Boro. For the first season, we're now 8 points clear of Brentford, Villa and Palace, who are really struggling. So it looks like we may have a safe season, even if we might lose every other game. Newcastle and Man United up there. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with taking 13th. We're out of the Carabao Cup, however, not in the semi-finals. Where did we go out? Ooh, round 3. To Plymouth Argyle. Finances are struggling as well with 9 million. To be fair, Carrick's stock will be high with where we are in the league, and we've got a star on our badge. Do we go searching for a job? Or do we make sure Boro survive? There is one job I've just applied for to see if we could actually get it. It's an optimistic one, of course. It's fitting. I'm pretty sure you know who it is. And they've turned us down anyway. Okay. Man United. Carrick. Oh, there was a link. Yeah, I think I'm going to see it out till the end of the season with Boro. We can't spend 9 million, can we? We don't really have the facilities to do that. As I'm just simming a couple of games as well. Like, progression in the cup, and it ends in a 13th place finish as well, so no change all season. 40 points is the magical number in most leagues, to be fair, and that's what we hit. We were 12 points clear. Boro are officially a Premier League club, with Man City winning the league. The rivals second. Oh, not the rivals. Don't know why I'm calling Man United the rivals. Leicester, Crystal Palace and Brentford go down. Now, could see one of those teams going down in real life this season. FA Cup was won by Tottenham, so they've got a trophy, and it hasn't had to be us managing them to get them there. However, they're beaten in the Carabao Cup final by Liverpool. And some good ratings for our players this season. 3 as 8 is now. Isaiah Jones, Apcom, and Dimitrovic as El Igazi's top scorer with 17 back in the Prem since his days at Everton and Aston Villa. Apcom with 12, a very selfish man with 0 assists, and Charles Gill with 10 and 6. He must have been the standout player this season. Very good, Charles. Very good. Carrick just can't get enough of Middlesbrough. He's been here now 4 seasons. The board's been very good as well. They've never really been close to sacking him as one nationality, same as the club for a signing. Mid-table, we've already done that, of course. Reduced wages is a weird one when they're going up still. And youth development, we'll try and get done. We've had 40 million dashed at us, which is less than last year, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, maybe it's just like 1 or 2 big signings, but to be fair, we've done that all along. Positionally, it is actually El Ghazi who's by far the weakest now. 74 rated. Peacock on the bench still hasn't made it into this team. You have to hurry up, mate. Oh, we have Oscar Atkinson now out on loan for 2 years. Call him back. Call him back right now, because he's going near the squad. Signing contracts is actually weird as well, because we find out Brandon Williams wants to leave this club. So here we go. Matt Crooks out of the club to Watford. Little bit of pocket money. Josh Corbin out to Gil Vinciente. And Brandon Williams in a swap deal for the man walking through our doors. There it is. 1 million plus. Axel Twanzebe, an ex-Man United player for an ex-Man United player. 100% take him on board. Sorry, McNair, but Man United players all round replacing Man United players. And I think I'm going to save some money for January. Just keep it to the one purchase this window. El Ghazi and Atkinson kind of replaced by Ismail Sarr from Torino. 21 million. Absolute player when at Watford. Forces the weird move of putting Peacock at left back, but I do trust him to be there. He's got 5-star weak foot. He's very strong, very tall, and this team is tall enough to reach the heights of over mid-table if we just believe and dig deep. Oh, and here's a dilemma. We've been offered the job at Everton, who do take midfielders from elsewhere, like Frank Lampard, and turn them into a decent team, and we sit rock bottom of the Premier League. Everton are just a little bit above where we are, and it is a job trying to keep our position. I don't know what to do. Oh, and this is actually a better one that we've just actually applied for. Wolverhampton Wanderers. Okay, where are these in the Premier League? There should be higher. Oh, 8. I think it's a no-brainer. I think it is a no-brainer, guys. We are going to be leaving Boro, hopefully as a club legend, despite jumping ship when they're in the relegation zone, which may not go well with the fans. We want to stay in the Premier League and progress, and it just wasn't happening at Boro, so Wolverhampton have Carrick. Got to get to terms with our new surroundings as this team. Oh, hello, Ryan Giles. He was on loan. It's a very decent one. A very decent one. I'm still going to get it right, but we've got the likes of Guedes, Ziyech, Rafinha is at the club. We've got Morata here on the bench. We've got Nelson, Yilmaz, and Carvalho and Krunic somehow down here. Even a very strong bench with Krunic on it, Giles, Gomez, Hwang Hee-chan, and Morata. This team should be getting maybe a European bit of football. I would really like it. We've even been offered this outside of January, so we've got 83 million to spend. I'm getting too excited. After December, I just hope the board let us be free with our signings, not sticking to the Portuguese philosophy as such, and getting business done our way. The board expect a mid-table finish and a semi-final in the FA Cup, a random one. They do want Europa League sometime soon. How good would it be to get it in our first season? We're 9th. Oh, we're actually quite... Oh, we're not that far off, actually. goal difference. And I didn't truly realise how high the wages are at this club. I'm not going to try and shorten it. And me and Adley adds to it for 46 million. We've got Guedes, but this guy can play on the wing alongside Guedes if any of them want to step back. That's the marquee players. We've also had Taylor turn up. Taylor, I'm guessing he was a no, it can't be a pre-contract. Signed outside of the window? Either way, he's brilliant. But he's only a bench player, really. Him and Gomez will be fighting it out. He might just go above Gomez because he can play that centre midfield, not CDM. And a player that's always been linked with Wolves. I just had to bring him. We've got so many midfielders, but Renato Sanchez will actually be a backup, sat on the bench from PSG, not being used, getting older, and hopefully we'll just add to the ranks for our European push. Michael Carrick getting an ex-youngster, and a current one in Adley, supported by Carvalho as well. That is just two brilliant players to have. And this team just should be a European winning team, never mind challenging to get there. And we've got there come the end. 5th position in the Premier League, beating Arsenal, Spurs, Newcastle, all to the post, pipping them. Come on, just both North London clubs, get out of here. Aston Villa, 9th, they're the rivals, of course. If we would have just got 4 more points, we were in dreamland. We didn't reach the semi-finals that the board wanted, and all my days Man City didn't win. Newcastle and Palace, yeah, they lost on penalties to Crystal Palace. We must have done ourselves badly. Leeds, bloody Leeds beating Rafinha. Carabao Cup is won by Leicester, of course, Championship Leicester. Let's see who our main players are going to be. Sancho, of course, that was easily guessable. 14 goals. Rafinha there. Carvalho, Gomez, who we've made to centre-back, actually very good offensively. Morata, Adley came in and got just a couple games more than Morata, but got more goals and assists than Guedes anyway. A very good first season. Very, very good first season. It's absolutely weird to think that Michael Carrick's only won 1 trophy so far, and that was the playoff final. We've had so much success. We've moved up from the Championship all the way to the Premier League and now into Europe. But this many seasons should come with more silverware. I believe it's time to win something. They expect us to as well, the board. Just want a trophy. Win the Europa League, they want a European finish again, and win the FA Cup. Some big expectations about that. Then profit, then South American players. Ditch the Portuguese kind of thing as 144 million for Michael. Spend that wisely, my friend. Positionally, I think it might just be goalkeeper and defence that we try and strengthen. Gomez is brilliant as a centre-back. Nelson's good as a captain. Johnson and Yilmaz can progress, but Sarr's not going to progress. And he looks like a decent backup for this squad. Also a backup striker, I presume. So one big signing from South America. Literally big. And he's another player we go for quite a bit. I just think he's phenomenal. Piero Hincapié from Bayer Leverkusen, but he's gone to Porto, so it fits with the Wolves move. 77 million, our marquee man. He will replace the captain Nelson at the back, giving the armband to Gomez, which I'm not too disheartened about, as I don't know if you'll believe the player we get next. Introducing David De Gea from United. You can see he's getting old with the rating. Dean Henderson's taking him over. He's still 87 rated, however, and he's 35-year-old. Coming to smash it out in Birmingham. This team has to win the Europa League. It has to. Board happy with how we've done so far. And the first game is against David's old side, Manchester United. Of course, Carrick's old side as well. A game we're truly humbled in. And our Europa League group is Feyenoord, who are always decent in FIFA, AAB and Malmo. Let's progress. Board still happy, as we're 6th in the Premier League, joint on points with Liverpool, and 3 off a Champions League spot. Still could make another signing with the money we have. Did we boss it? Yes, we did. Unbeaten, as the Wolfpack just claws on. My lord, the ratings. The ratings. The ratings on the bench, however, actually are going down significantly so. Mendes, Nelson and Star, but Krunić's gone down. Sanchez actually up. Ziyech and Morata. I think we could do with a backup striker still. I talked about it, didn't do it. Maybe we could try Hwang Hee-chan. So welcome to the club, to the new man. We've just signed him straight away from Bayern Munich because he is 3rd choice over there. Loren Zuniga, who is the new signing. 10.5 million. I think we paid 11.2. 23-year-old, can progress, and probably will play in the Europa League. And Porto is the team we draw in the Europa League after a loss to Bournemouth. Team we stole Hincapié from. Will they come back here? No, they won't. 0-0. Still another leg to go, however, and we win on penalties just. Come on, Renato Sanchez. And Boro missing. Guessing David De Gea did that. That sets up a game against Frankfurt. First leg at the Molineux. Don't know how we're doing in the league. Oh, hey-ho. It's a 1-1 draw as always in this first leg. Adley and Luckman. And away now at Deutsche Bank Park. The fans will be absolutely riveting here against Wolverhampton, who get the better of them. Guedes, Carvalho, our Portugueses. Atalanta next. Atalanta I look forward to. After the first leg, there is redemption for them because we're 2-0 up. Taylor and Johnson. Didn't want to over-celebrate because we've got to go to the Stade Classiao for a 2-1 defeat, but that's enough to put us in the final. That goal from Carvalho. Willock and Brecalo don't have enough in the tank. We go to the Europa League final. Europa League final, however, against Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, dearie me. Actually being played at St. Mary's. Our team's good enough. I mean, there is the decrease of David De Gea. Yes! Adley, a French player, an ex-Ligue 1 player, gets Carrick its second trophy, being the Europa League. Hang on. Mbappe, for one, is playing for them, and we still beat them. And two, we're in the Champions League with Wolves. Gonna check goal scorers first this time. Rafinha, 19 and 10 assists. Adley, 15 goals. Wangy Chan's got in there. Kenneth Taylor, brilliant. And Sancho, brilliant. Assists this season has been key. 3 in double figures for assists. We've been sharing it out. No Emirates FA Cup win though. Manchester City. We were out early on in this one. Leeds beat us again as they got beat in the final of the Carabao. Geordies won it. The Premier League, we lost to the Geordies as well. Ooh, 9 points down in 8th position. Second half of the season didn't go well. That would have been maybe conference at a push. But hey, we're a Champions League team. Definitely a Champions League team for seasons to come because Man United have offered Carrick the job. Oh yes, his old club. We just thought, throw his name in the hat before the Europa League even happened. But he's going with 2 trophies under his belt from Boro to Wolves. And after getting Wolves a Europa League win against PSG, a Champions League place, he jumped ship, going to United, where he spent most of his career. The Champions League looks a lot closer than it ever did before. Welcome, Michael. Here he is, Man United. Oh, I am excited. Last time he was here, he was a coach. Look at the striker we've got to start off with. Berger. Okay, it does need a bit of a shuffle around. I can see why the job was open. Okay, it definitely needs fixing. This team could definitely do wonders as well, especially with Berger up front, who looks like the best player we'll use. Best player since Slice Bled. 92 rated at 19-year-old. Are we going to win the Champions League in his first season, innit? That graphic's never going to get old. Not that one of João Felix. That one of Carrick. I'm not even going to bother checking what the board want, because we know what we want. To improve on all of those season 1 with 340 million to dance with. But with some of the players we already have at this team, we should be really winning the Champions League. And I can't lie, we kind of screwed Man United over by signing David De Gea from them. So Martinez is a goalkeeper I'm going to look at. For now, I will trust him as we bring a player back. Our first bit of business is Bruno Fernandes. We signed for 30 million back from Naples. Napoli let go of him. He'll welcome back. Oh, actually, it was 50 million. I delegated it, but it's a good buy. And now I'll go back to the bottom of the squad. It looks like Zubimendi was waiting to come back off a loan or a pre-contract. And I needed a backup striker, so Carrick brings back 2 players to Man United. Marcus Rashford, MPE from Tottenham Hotspur. And we're not done there with signings. We're going to strengthen the one position we need to do. That's by purchasing Mazraoui from Atletico Madrid. He comes to be the right back, replacing Baku in what will be a very strong lineup. This blooming team. Marquinhos on the down. We've got Simican to replace him. Berger not going on to good form. We've got Rashford to replace him. Edwards can replace anyone in the front three. Good for me and good for Manchester United to win the league, win the cups, and win the Champions League title for Carrick. First game in the Premier League as well. Matt Galbraith won't be a fan because it's bloody Burnley. Bloody Burnley. Can we get past them? Yes, we do. Bruno Fernandes on his second debut and Rodrigo. I have took a weird move as well, selling Simican to Real Madrid for 80 mil. I probably shouldn't have done that one as Deschamps Bernard makes his way out to Brentford. And I don't know what I'm doing there with the centre-backs. So we lose Pedroso, the left-back. Still, I don't care. Don't care. Carrick's got enough pedigree now and players in this team to go further than the Europa League. And halfway through this season, it is a back-to-front league. Aston Villa very good in real life, but top of the league. Notts Forest in relegation zone in second now. And Manchester United, us in third. 7 points behind Villa. Newcastle fourth. This is a scramble shamble. As the Champions League I purposely didn't speak about. We finished second in the group, not top, still unbeaten. Benfica, Frankfurt and Victoria Pleasant were the teams we had, and second place I'll take. Gives us a round of 16 clash against Real Madrid. What a tie that is. Especially with us being back to our best, I am very excited about this one. And I do get on with Martinez, but I don't think he's a starter. Experience against Real Madrid is crucial. That is why we've signed Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who more experienced than Barcelona's keeper, bought for just 9 million in his twilight years. That is an amazing signing for an amazing team. Hopefully almost completing this. But I just want to get on to Carrick's big tester now. I'm sure you guys want to see how we can fare against Real Madrid. Come on! Up the United Red Devils. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Rodrigo against the former club. Oh, that is better than anyone could have expected. 4-1 at Old Trafford. It literally is the theatre of dreams. As we even win away at the Santiago Bernabeu. Bernabeu? It's because Berger is the master of it, scoring the first goal on 11 minutes. And it is ter Stegen's ex-team, Barcelona next. We're all going on a Spanish tour. Camp Nou first. I cannot believe how easy Carrick has breezed aside Real and Barcelona. 3-0. You best believe this Champions League's getting won. It actually needs to get won. The board aren't enjoying our league form, I'm guessing, but still, straight into Barcelona. Can we get ourselves a semi-final? It's a 2-2 draw, but it is enough. Rafinha back at Barcelona, but not back in the tie. I want to know why the board are upset, though, because we are top of the Premier League with a game over Arsenal. And AC Milan in the semis. This could be it, you know. This is our chance to do something special with Carrick's ex-team. Can it be a honeymoon first season? And the only one. Fernandes is suspended for this tie, but it is a first leg win with Berger getting the goal. I didn't even get much time to even meet and mix with this team before being thrown into what is simply an amazing season. A trip to the San Siro to rule them all, please. Fernandes, Berger. It's a 2-2 draw, which does see us going through, and the ex-suspended man, because he can play, Bruno Fernandes, is the man to send us to the final. What a season as we meet PSG in the finale. Oh, I love to see PSG. Bring it on. It's the Europa League final and the Champions League final. Back to back. We're at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as well, so we've actually got the in-country advantage. It is probably in the middle, really. I mean, yeah, we're definitely closer than Paris are, but Paris closer to London, kind of, as we've won the Premier League. Michael Carrick has won basically the only trophy that's as difficult, more difficult, less difficult than the Champions League. Get in. That is 2 huge domestic honours, or 1 domestic, then 1 championship, and then 1 continental. Europa League has to be better this season, though, with Man City winning the FA Cup. Bittersweet with the rivals. Didn't even reach the semis. As Liverpool, another rival, winning the Carabao Cup. Right. We've already outdone them with the Premier League, but we need to outdo them with another big one. Just check the stats in case this is our final season. Rodrigo, 33 goals. and then 22 for Bruno. That is a mastermind signing, bringing him back. A player that I don't like because he doesn't play for the team I support. Grimsby Town is never gonna. But it's just like that player, when he's on your team, you'll love him. And that is why we got him back. And Rashford with 18. A phenomenal return from our players, making the list of players that is our best quite difficult to decipher. But we'll only show that list if we win this Champions League final. Here we go. It's a beautiful stadium. Anyone's got to admit, even if you are a rival supporter, it's going to be the captain to lead the team out. I think Bastoni is there as Marquinhos, ex-PSG, as our main man. Okay, let's go. Here is Bruno Fernandes with the ball straight onto Nicola Boro. For a second there, I thought we'd started perfectly. It should have been the perfect start, really, as Matheus Cunha going for the lob. A man we in fact never got to manage in our days at Wolverhampton, as Gerd concedes a corner. Come on, we score this as well. That's a good ball towards Araujo, off the line from the keeper. Rodrigo still picking up on this ball, back heel. Oh, Bruno can't get the shot off. Another big chance, as of course Carrick knows how to beat these. He beat them with Wolves, Mbappe with the goal, but we're Man United, we're never going to stop. We need to keep on pushing, but Nunes to Stegen, where are you going, mate? Because PSG have scored first. And it's a horrendous goal to concede. It was Sanchez with the assist as well. No! He's the player we had as our main man at Wolves. As here's Carlos Soler, another ex-PSG man for us, trying to get instantly back level. He goes from range, handball! Of course they don't get given half-time here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And it is nothing good. Have to be a bit better than we already have done. Carl Soler through to Bruno. He's got a chip out wide. This is good football. Anthony with a cross. Still falls back to Mazraoui. Bruno close. Not good at all as Sancho dancing past challengers. It can't go to 2. If it goes to 2, we could even lose the Man United job on the whole. It frankly is quite disappointing and embarrassing so far. Ronald Araujo in the way of another attack. Come on, lads. We are running out of time here. Berger with a decent run, you know. Can he beat the defenders here? He's beaten again. It's Berger, the main man, who has missed. That's embarrassing from him, but still, the ball from the corner finds its way to him. Luke Shaw around. Rodrigo. Danger zone. No one there. We've got to be quicker as well if we are going to get back into this game. Only, what, less than 10 minutes? Bruno on a charge. Berger may get another chance. It's a wrong ball to Rodrigo, who's still got away with it here. Rodrigo, here he goes. And there he puts it in the back of the net. 1-1. Yes. A finish just across the keeper, Rizzo, into the top echelons. Oh, what an end to the game. And could it even be sweeter? No. Bruno or Soler. That was an instant pass for the winner. We may go to extra time or we may not. Ronald Araujo had to get that right. He didn't. Dest doesn't as well. Extra time looms. What a game this is so far. Ronald Araujo trying to look for Anthony. It's still straight back to Paris Saint-Germain. Hakan Canaloglu still playing. Almost half time of the first half as well. Trying to keep calm and confident. I really don't want a penalty shootout if we could avoid that, but Araujo's been a rock at the back. If only we could put him in goal for it. 1-1. One half of football to rule them all. Bruno Fernandes literally skipping away from players. Go on, as Rodrigo's released. Rodrigo, no. I wasn't a fan of that run, as I'm not a fan of this. Kylian Mbappe, it's a ball forward. Luke Shorberto, still in the Man United lineup. Again, getting together with Michael Carrick. I honestly can't speak. I don't know where the ball's landing. Marcus Rashford, MBE, coming on in a second. Along with Edwards for Anthony and for the other-sided winger, because it's here. Rodrigo, of course it is. Rodrigo, before he goes off, may have won the Champions League. We're avoiding a penalty shootout. Manchester United have done it. Michael Carrick may win the Champions League. It's a sublime hit. Same exact spot as the first goal. Same net. Same scorer. I think it's safe to say who wins player of the season. He's celebrating on his way back. Not long to go before we can lift the trophy now. I'm confident of it. I'm very confident of it. There it is. There it is, Michael Carrick as Manchester United manager has now won the Europa League, the Premier League, the Champions League, and the Championship playoff. Most importantly of all, it has been a phenomenal, not trophy-heavy save, but a phenomenally quick rise to power from Michael Carrick, who lifts the trophy. It's Marquinhos against some of the fans and some of the players and some of the staff of his former club here for Carrick at Manchester United, and it is into the night sky, the British Isles, or the British sky, should I say. Oh my day, I just cannot believe that's happened. What a save. 3 clubs, 4 trophies, and I think 6 incredible seasons. I'm not sure on how many were reached, but I'll walk you through my players, my most expensive ones, my favourite ones, my results, as the first result we'll speak to is the biggest win. It was a 4-0 over Wigan with Middlesbrough in our first season. Safe to say that set up some good stuff. The biggest defeat, however, as Man United manager, is a bit horrible to actually know. It was with Wolves to Manchester City 4-0 in December of 2024. That might have actually still been with Boro. I'm not sure on that one, but I am sure on who our most expensive player was. £77 million for Marcus Rashford back, which, to be fair, is not too bad, you know. But still, it probably was an overpayment, but 77 million overall. Not bad. Brilliant, but we're not finished there on the players, because I'm going to pick out 3 that were very pivotal to us. I'm going to start off with what I think will win the vote as the best player on this channel. Rodrigo at Manchester United. He has to go on there. Only 1 season we managed him. But what a season it was. Now on to 2 clubs we've spent a while. I'm going to pick one from each team, and we've got to go with Sancho from Wolverhampton. He was the 86th rated midfielder. He stirred the ship. He lifted the Europa League with Wolverhampton over PSG. Only Man United could better that, and that was the season after with the same manager. He's picking a player for Middlesbrough. Do we go with a Championship player or a Premier League player? Because we had the split of divisions. I'm going to go with one who was here with both, and it is pretty straightforwardly. It is Chupa Apcom. We got to have him in this lineup of players. He was brilliant. A goal scorer in real life, goal scorer in game, goal scorer in the Premier League. Before we do disappear, guys, I'm going to give you a little update right here. I am going to try and push 3 days per video, so 1 video, 3 days, 1 video. Whilst I am still in studies, if you didn't know, I do study away from YouTube. Once the studying is over, I do have a lot more plans, which will let me edit videos better, do everything, because I am only here with 1 computer on me Todd. So look forward to some things in the future. I'm going to try and work really hard in the summer once work is over right here. And thank you very much for watching this special career of Michael Carrick.